Yes, I'm here today at the Burney Theatre at the Rady Jewish Community Centre, and we have the second day, last day of the festival called the Winnipeg International Jewish Film Festival, and we have the lady Tamar Bar, Program Director of the Rady JCC Centre, and she's also the festival director of this film running for 10 years. We just want to get an idea about the background of the festival, how it all got started, and how you chose to start this Jewish festival up, sort of targeting European movies and such.
In the 1980s, there was a Winnipeg Jewish Film Festival, and that only ran for a few years. Later, in the last few years, as this building was getting together, Izzy Asper wanted there to be more cultural programs at the Jewish Community Center. So we worked together with the Asper Foundation, who's our major funder, and we decided to put on a Winnipeg International Jewish Film Festival, and we're in around our 9th or 10th year this year. We are open to films from all over the world. It's a universal festival that films are from around the globe. We don't get that many films submitted, but it is my responsibility to go around and identify films that would be of interest to our community, and I screen all the films. Once I've been in touch with a different distributor, I'm on their list, so they're always sending me different recommendations and suggestions for films that could be included in our festival. And I think you become on people's radar, and we sort of are in touch that way.
And I see that the film that's showing tonight is based upon a true story about an Olympic athlete. That sounds like kind of a touching story. Do you like to get these kind of topics once in a while where it's based on a true story and it's kind of a touching theme to it?
Yeah, we think people are drawn to some history, and they like to sort of hear what might have happened in the past. So we like to have a different mix. We like to present a festival with different genres. It might be coming of age, it might be romance, it might be modern Israel, and it might be history.
And do you ever get somebody that's maybe younger, that's maybe wanting to submit a film if they're, say, graduate of a film school, or are you just looking for films established from established production companies or distributors, as you mentioned?
Right now, most of the films that we do showcase are established from, significant distributors. We are a pretty small festival, and we only have so many slots. But that said, we're certainly open to considering, expanding and keeping that in mind for future events.
And how many films would you say get submitted? Just average or rough guess that you get sent in and you have to screen them all, you said?
Well, I probably review about 40 films, from films that I've asked to be sent in to me, or films are just submitted to me. And sometimes I don't screen them all because I know right off the hop I watch 5 minutes and it's not a fit. But then I'm able to whittle down the list to our lineup.
And do you have any future plans for the festival? You mentioned you're in your 10th year. Do you have any special significance down the road to make it bigger or different or change it around somehow?
We always hope to bring in a filmmaker or a producer, so hopefully next year we'll be able to bring in one of the filmmakers and have a panel discussion or question and answer period. So we always look to sort of grow that festival that way.
And a lot of your films then, are some of them sort of, I've noticed some comments on the rating of them, so they're not all family-oriented films. Some of them are 18 or older, or you have to be careful what the content is and stuff like that?
That's correct. I wouldn't say that they're family films. All the films are classified by the Manitoba Film Classification Board. We feel that's important for us to be consistent. We just want to pick good films. So some years there are films that are more family-oriented or that feature kids, but at the end of the day we want to pick quality and entertaining films. They're usually all award-winning films. I think if we ever did a family program, that would be a separate event, and we're open to doing those kinds of family programs, but the film festival is not really a family program.
And what kind of crowd would you say that you get here? Like what kind of demographics? Is it older, younger, all mixture, or is it certain categories of people that are coming to watch your films? And are they regulars year after year?
I'd say we have certainly mostly adults that are attending our festival in ranges of ages, and we do have regulars that have been with us from day one, from 10 years ago, and those that are come several times a week. And every year we get new audience members that come and just hear about it for the first time, or a friend has told them about the festival, so they choose to come and view a film.
Have you ever ran across a tourist from another country that's kind of surprised that the festival's here and they didn't know that they had a Jewish Film Festival in Winnipeg?
We come across local people who are surprised that there's a Jewish festival of this caliber. So it's, people don't always hear about it, or they may run in circles that they didn't hear about it, but we always try to make sure that we send our information through the media and have posters, and every year we grow and grow in that way.
Festival. We have one of the attendees here. Her name is Judy. And we just want to ask you, Judy, how long you've been coming to the festival. And I understand you could buy individual tickets or festival passes. And how have you enjoyed the film so far?
Sure. I started coming last year. A friend of mine recommended that I come, and I really, really enjoyed them. So I was just buying single tickets last year. And this year I decided that I would buy a full pass to see all of the films. And I've seen every single one except for the first one I couldn't attend.
And have any of the films that you've seen really stood out in your mind, that really grabbed your attention, you enjoyed, some perspective?
Yeah, I think they're all quite amazing, and I love the variety, but the one that really, really made a difference to me was Anita. So that was the one that was last Saturday, and it was about the young woman who had Down syndrome. I thought it was outstanding.
And have you been to this Jewish campus before? Are you a member here?
Well, I'm not a member of the campus, but I'm a teacher here at the Grey Academy. So.
And what kind of stuff do you teach? You teach children?
Oh yes, I teach variety. I teach junior kindergarten all the way up to grade 10. So a variety of subjects, computer subjects as well as math.
And you bring some of the interesting films to your classes too, the artistic part of it?
I have to say I haven't really done that, but I'll tell you, going to the movies has certainly given me a lot of food for thought, you know, so that in certain circumstances in a class you never know when, it's called a teachable moment, you never know when that might come up, and something that I saw in the movies might actually come back to help me.
And have you ever attended other film festivals in other parts of the country or around the world, or any other festivals in the city before?
Well, actually, I go to the Fringe Festival every year. I attend as a volunteer at the Fringe Festival, which I absolutely love. I've been doing that for about 8 or 9 years now. So I attend as a volunteer, and I make a point to see as many plays at the Fringe that I possibly can.
Well, thanks very much for talking with us, and enjoy the film this evening. I understand it's based on a true story.
Yes, thank you. I think I will enjoy it very much. So far I've enjoyed every one, so this should be no exception.
Well, I think it was an example of the brutality of the Holocaust era, and this woman could have been and was probably the world champion, and the movie was excellent. I think that it was something everybody should see.
Have you seen any other films at the Jewish Film Festival this year?
I've seen a couple, yes.
And how does this one compare to the other ones you saw?
The one I didn't like was Klezmatics, but because it was a story about them. I wanted klezmer music. I didn't want to hear about them, but the other movies were good, very good actually.
Yeah, the 1936 Olympics, when the Canadian team was over there had been a great discussion before with the Olympic people that were in charge, and there was there was quite a discussion whether to go to the Olympics or not, but the executive won out and they went to the Olympics.
Have you seen any other film festival this year? Any other films at the Jewish Film Festival?
We saw the one on Sunday. It was about the roundup in Paris. That was also very accurate. This is a good film festival.
Have you been coming for a long time then to this festival?
This is the first year we came. I'm really impressed.
Unfortunately, represented something that actually happened. Even if it didn't happen to this particular thing, that was what was going on there.
Extremely, extremely well done.
Very, very good.
And have you seen any other films at the festival this year?
Yes.
Little Rose, we've seen Little Rose. And we've seen
the one,
the first one.
5 miles to
to
Paris.
And the first one that we saw was everyone has been outstanding. Very good. Whoever selected them really did a good job, and I hope they continue because it was really, really moving.
Have you guys been a regular festival goer over the years? Have you been coming fairly often?
Yeah, fairly often, yeah.
And how do you think the films are getting over the years?
I think they're getting better.
Have you guys been coming for a long time to this festival? Year after year?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we've been as long as it's been on.
And Have you been buying a festival pass so you can go to every night?
We pick and choose the ones that we want to see. So,
And how does this movie compare to the other ones you've seen in the past?
this was totally outstanding today.
This was probably the best one of the lot.
I've seen. This is my fourth film, and I think this was one of the best films that I've seen. It just makes you incensed all over again at the injustice and the unfairness and the murderous impulses of the Nazis and how they succeeded, and they went as low as not allowing an Olympic participant. What else can I tell you? It was very well done, and I didn't like the results, but I liked the movie very much.
Thank you very much.
It was terribly painful watching it, how she was manipulated.
And have you seen the other films at all this year?
Yeah, I saw another film here. It was the Klezmatics, so that wasn't a painful film, although they had their problems, but it was normal life problems.
Have you been coming for quite a few years to this festival?
Yeah, we come, but we don't do every single film. But this year we've done two, and I'm planning to do another one tomorrow.
It was extraordinary. It was really well done, and the tension, they certainly did a magnificent job of building up the tension. It was well worth seeing. Well, that was the year that Hitler really got it at the Olympics, because don't forget that 1936 was the year that Jesse Owens won the gold medal.
Oh, yeah.
And he was black.
So for more information about the Jewish Film Festival and also where we are at the Rady Jewish Community Center, you can go to the website of www.radyjcc.com and information about the festival and all about what they offer here at the Rady JCC campus here.